Hello, Mr. Holden. My name is Deborah. I'm going to be the nurse practitioner doing your assessment today. This is going to be a recorded focal assessment. Do I have your permission, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I am also Mr. Jenkins' guardian, and I give permission, and I'm also the student who will be performing the focus assessment. Okay, sir. So what we're going to do, we're going to get started doing your temporal mandible joint assessment. So let me wash my hands. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be feeling for where the bone joins. Open your mouth and swallow. Very good. And what I'm making sure and feeling for, when I first look at him, there is no swelling. There's no swelling and no obvious deformity, no bulging. But most importantly, when I feel this area here, where the joints meet, which is right in front of the triggers, there is no crepitus. Open your jaw, sir. Very good. Close. Open again. Alright, so good. So now what I'm going to do is have him go ahead. We're going to just move on to your neck. I'd like you to bring your chin. You can actually follow me, your chin to your chest. Then all the way back. Okay. Okay, good. Come back to main line now. I would like you to turn your head all the way to the left. Turn your head all the way to the right. Okay, okay. Now I'd like you to bring your ear down. Don't bring your shoulders up. Just turn all the way to the left. And then to the other side, sir. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is start looking at your scapula. I'm looking at your shoulder girdle. I'm looking for any deformity or atrophy or any type of abnormal positioning. Okay, I'm going to come up here. I'm looking at your back. I'm looking at your scapula. What I'm going to do is also just trace along. And I'm just feeling where your bones meet. As I go back over your scapular bone, just tracing. Okay, sir. So now the next we're going to do is assess your elbow. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do your elbow. Okay, good. So I'd like you to hold your arms out for me. Okay, and I'd like you to point your fingers down. And then I'd like you to turn your arms up. You bring your fingers up for me. Okay, cool. Put your hands like this again. That's good. Now I want you to go to the left, which is internally, and then outward. Very good. I'd like you to do the other thing with your left hand. Okay. Down. Okay, and now turn your hand up to yourself. Very good. Now put your hand back down again. Turn alternately, and then internally. Okay, good. So what we're going to do now is like to do the flexions of your arm. I'd like you could actually follow me. Hold your arm out. And all the way up. Look at me. Look at me. All the way like up. All the way over your head like this. Good. Now I'd like you to put your hands out to the side. Okay. Now bring your hands up behind to your scapula. Very good. Very good. Now come back up and go behind your neck. Alright. Get your shoulder blade. Okay. Alright, very good. So you got your arms front, overhead. Okay. Now we rolled on your shoulders. Okay. We did your palms down, your elbows, straighten your arm, up, down, formation, palms down. Alright, we did your fingers to the midline. So now we're going to do so now what we're going to do is assess the flexion, extension, and the abduction of your thumb and fingers of each hand. And then you've already kind of done that. So hold your hands back out again. Alright, so you're going to do to the left again. Internally, alternately, up, and then down. Very good, wonderful. So what we're going to do now is do the tinsel sign, and this is a sign that we do for if someone had complaints of carpal tunnel discomfort. We would actually tap along the forefinger over the nerve, and we go all the way down to the elbow. And what we're looking for is any paresthesia or numbness or tingling. Okay, any tingling or numbness, sir? Okay, cool. All right. We also can do the Fallon's test, and for the Fallon's test, again, this is looking to see or to rule out any type of carpal tunnel discomfort or issues. I'd like you to bend your two arms like 90 degrees, like that. Is there any pain or discomfort there, sir? Okay, cool. All right, so now we're going to change position. Hold on 1 second, sir. All right, we're going to change position. And now what we're going to do is inspect. Go ahead and stand up for me. I'm going to have to push this back just a little to get you some. We're going to look at your spine. Okay. All right, so I'd like you to stand in front here. Very good. And when I'm looking for your spine, what I'm going to do is right now I'm just expecting, I'm looking to see if there's any postural or deformities or tenderness. Where I look at him, turn around, sir. And he's looking good in his spine. What I'd like him to do is to bend forward to touch your toes. Watch your head, okay? But just pretend that you're bending forward to touch your toes. Watch your head, sir. Very good. Stand up. And I want you to lean all the way back. Very good. Very good. Now what I'd like you to do is twist to the left. You can follow me, sir. Twist to the left. And then twist to the right. Very good. Now come back to midline. Now I want you to turn kind of all the way to the left. Very good. Now come back. Turn to the right. All right. Very good. So now when I turn around, I'm looking at your posture, and I'm looking at your shoulder width, I'm looking at your gait, I'm looking at how you stand, and it is nice and upright. There is no shifting of your weight or anything like that. Turn back around for me 1 second. Bring your hand up behind your scapula. Again, there's even contouring. There is no unevenness in his scapula. So good. So right now, good. Turn around. Now, so what I need you to do is go ahead and everything is aligned, no atrophy. Go ahead and jump back up on the table. And what I'd like you to do is bring your knee up, turn to the side for me, and bring your knee up all the way to your, bring this one knee up all the way to your stomach. Bring it in. And then extend your feet for me, sir. Okay? All right. Now, I would like you to turn around, sir, and lie face down.
Face down.
Yes, face down. Turn around. Okay, cool. Thank you. And I'd like you to bring your knee. You can actually bring this knee up, sir, and then lift it up for me. Very good. Good. Come on down. Very good. All right, now lying flat, I want you to move. Well, actually, you can turn back over, sir. Okay, and you can actually lay down, sir. And I'd like you to bring this. We can lower this leg, lay flat, sir. Now extend this leg out. No, look at me. Out, in, and now cross over this other leg. Cross over this other leg. Very good. Come back to this baseline. Bring this leg out, in, and then cross it over here. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You can watch it. Bring your head back up, sir. All right, cool. So now let's bring your knee up for me. You can actually sit up and just bring your knee. You can just sit right here and bring your knee up for me. And what I'm doing is I'm going to actually bring it up. Just for I'm looking to see if there's any bulging. I'm going to hold to see if there's any bulging. And there's none. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, that's very good. There is none. Is there any tenderness, sir? So just change position again. So now you've bent your knee, we've extended your knee, we've actually, what I'd like you to do now is hang your feet down. Okay. And I'd like you to swing. Can you see? Okay, thank you. Now I'd like you to swing your legs towards this way. Bring that leg in and back to the base. Now swing it in. Okay, good. Stop. And now bring the other leg. Bring your other leg. That's fine. Now bring that leg in. Just swing it in. Just swing that other leg in. There you go. All right, very good. Swing your leg. Okay, good. All right. You should bend your knee. Bring up your knee. Bring up your knee. Bring up your knee and bend it. Now extend it for me. Extend it out straight. Thank you, sir. Okay, good. So you can just put your leg back in regular position. All right, cool. One more time. Now, can I see your feet? Hold on. Okay, point your feet down, your toes down, both of them. Okay, tip your toes down and then put the tips to the sky, to the ceiling. Very good. Then tip it on the outside, rotate it to the left, out, and then rotate it inwardly. No, not your foot, just like this. Bring your 2 feet in. Out and then bring the 2 feet in. Very good. I think she saw that. All right, thank you, sir. All right, cool. All right. So what we're going to do now is look for your rotator cuff injury. We're going to use the near impingement sign and then the Hawkins. Okay. All right. All right. For the near, excuse me. For the nearest impingement sign, come over, sir. For the near impingement sign, sir, I'm going to put my hand on the back of his scapula, and what I'm going to do is hold his hand all the way up. And is there any pain or discomfort, sir? Okay, good. And for the so that's the Hawkins. That's what we're gonna do. You like when you're emptying a can of soda, you kind of turn your head down with your thumb like this. I want you to use this hand and pretend you're holding a can, and then like this and turn it down, like that. Right, like 90 degrees, like how I look at my arm. Like say you had the can like this, then turn it down like that. Okay, so you will have tension here in that rotator cuff. Because if he can't do that range of motion, if he has problems doing that, you could tell there's pain and tension there, and he would not be able to have that flexibility. Now I also would like you to go up. I want you to go thumbs up now, reverse, bringing that thumbs up. Nope, look at me. All you're going to do is keep it down at 90 degrees, the thumb, and now you're going to bring the thumb up. Any discomfort there, sir? Yes, no?
No.
All right, good. So that was the intraspinatus strength. That is when you're flexing it up because it's pushing that muscle outward. All right, so now we're going to do that supination. Well, actually, that's what we did. Never mind. So now we're going to do is we're going to extend your arm, and you're going to just call the arm drop, and you're going to drop your arm very slowly. Okay? Nice and slow. All right, so thank you. You did great. Wonderful, wonderful. So now we're going to do the Murray test, and what I'm going to let you do is I'm probably going to use just slightly bring your knee up right here. Yeah, that might be easier for me to do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to flex the knee. I'm going to grab the hip with one hand, and what I'm going to do is apply a little stress right here. Okay. And right here, okay. And I'm going to press in. Press out. Press in. Press out. Okay. Alrighty. And there was no clicking. And that was the Murray test. Let me see. What else do I need to do? Buddy. The ACL. The ACL test. The ACL test. So there is a knee injury. It's called the varus stress. The varus stress. And that's typically when you're looking to see if there's any ligament tear in the knee. And what I will do is kind of stand. Typically, you could stand between the patient's leg because you want to hold. You're going to cup. You're going to kind of cup. Sorry, sir. Cup this right here. And what it is, I'm holding right here as I twist back in again. And see if he can tolerate that tension on that knee. That ligament is going to pull. Any discomfort there, sir? There's no bulging or deformity or anything like that. And now we're going to switch over to see the drawer test. And this would be indicative if there was a ACLS injury. So what I'll do is have him flex this right here. And pressing down, I now will attempt to cradle his heel, and I'm going to attempt to, as I press down his lower leg, pull this forward here. And if it moves, then you know there's been a separation. That means his ACLS has ruptured or torn, and because that should be nice and it should, you know, if there's a separation, it's going to move forward. And as you can see, it's not. As I press down and pull on that knee, like a drawer, the way you pull a drawer, there's nothing happening. The other way to also to check for any type of ACL injury is to feel, as I press behind his calf, it should say nice and firm. You can feel that tendon there. If that calf is mushy, especially when it's flexed. When it's flexed, if I'm bringing this up here, and as I flex, you should feel that tendon. You can feel actually the length of the tendon. If this is all smushy, then you know there's possibly a degree. But at point in time, he would probably have some kind of, you could probably feel the separation as well as the mushiness, which is also indicative of ACL injury. And so we did the anterior posterior, we did the draw test, we did the Latchman test. Patient laying supply, knee flex, hand on thigh, thumb and pull on the anterior possibility. So, sir, just lay on back 1 second. This is the Latchman's test. And again, my hands on that thigh. Now I'm going to kind of, okay, on that thigh again. Again. Okay, thank you. All right. So we did the Murray test. We did that. All right, sir. I want to thank you so much for your help, and I'll be seeing you. I'll let you get dressed now, okay?